Hey there, I'm Ethan Edelhart. I'm Mrs. Edelhart's son, and I'm here to talk to you guys today about mixed numbers. So, with mixed numbers, when we're adding or subtracting, usually we want to do it in two steps. First, we want to add the fractions together, and then we want to get the whole numbers added together, and then we'll combine the two to create our answer. So, first, what we're going to do here is we're going to look at the fractions. So, we see that we have 1/3. Let me make that neater for y'all. We have 1/3, and then we have 2/3. So we're going to add those together, and that gives us 3/3, which is really just 1. Perfect. So we have 1 there. And then if we go down, we're going to see that we have 2 for 2 1/3, plus the 4 from the 4 2/3, which gives us 6. And now for the final step, we have to combine the two. Since we got a whole number above, we're going to add 6 from down here, and then the 1 from right above, and that's going to give us our answer of 7. 7. Here, let's make that nicer for y'all. Boop, boop, 7. So, always like to circle your answers. But you see how we do two-step process here. So we add the fractions together, then we add the whole numbers together to give us our final answer. So let's look at another problem here. Let me pull it up. We're going to look right here. Okay, so this is a subtraction problem. So, same kind of deal. We're going to look at our fractions first. Okay, so we're going to take 5/8, that's on the left, and we're going to subtract 3/8 from it. And when you're looking at fractions with like denominators, you're just going to be focusing on the numerator. I should have mentioned this before, but you see, since the denominator is the same, we're going to keep that below. We're going to keep that 8 right down there. So we just have to focus on the 5 minus 3, which gives us 2/8. And then we're going to look at the whole numbers. So we have 16, and then we have 4. So 16 minus 4 gives us 12. Now, all we have to do, like before, is combine the two. So 12 and 2/8 gives us the final answer of 12 and 2/8, which we'll put up here. 12 and 2/8, and always good to circle it. So you see, once again, we take our fractions, subtract them, we take our whole numbers, subtract them, and then we combine the two together. Um, Better way to write this would have been something like, here, if we actually, just erase this real quick. If we did this, 12 plus 2/8, that will give us 12 and 2/8 as well. So let's look at another subtraction problem here. So this one, we have 4/7 and 5/7 for our fractions. Well, 4/7 and 5/7, that's going to give us a negative number. So what we need to do in this situation is we need to take one from our 8 right here and give us a fraction that's bigger than 5/7. So we're actually going to make this into 7. So let's erase this real quick. We're going to turn this into 7 and 11/7 because we took a whole number from here. We added 7 to the 4 up there, so now it's 11/7, and the 3 and 5/7. So then we do the same thing. We take our fractions, 11/7 minus 5/7, which will give us 6/7. Take our whole numbers, which are now 7 minus 3, which is 4. And we add the two together to give us 4 plus 6/7, which is 4 and 6/7. So the biggest difference with this one as opposed to the others is that right here we have a numerator that is smaller than the numerator on our right hand side. So we have to borrow 1 from over with this 8 and make it 7 so that we can have a bigger numerator here than over here. Besides that, it's much of the same. So let's look at another one right here. So we have 12 and 2/5 minus 6 and 4/5. Same kind of process as before. We have this 2 is going to be smaller than the 4, so we have to borrow 1 from here, and we have to make this 11 and 7/5 because we take 5/5 and add that to the 2/5 um, and make 7/5 minus the 6 and 4/5 still. So we take our fractions, boom and boom, 7/5 minus 4/5 for 3 over 5. Let's make that nicer. It's kind of sloppy. And then we're going to take our whole numbers. So remember our 11 and our 6 because we borrowed 1 from here. So 11 minus 6 equals 5. And then we're going to add the 2 together. 5 plus 3/5 equals 5 and 3/5. Final answer. So I hope that helped you all. Of course, if you have any questions, please ask Mrs. Edelhart. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day.